good, everyone? Today I'm going to be doing my $800 setup tour. The reason why I'm doing the setup tour now is actually because I'm going to be finishing my Mastercraft computer soon here. So I'm kind of in a transitional phase from like my budget setup to like my dream setup. So I figured I'd do this tour now before like it's too late. I'm really fucking excited. I just got to get a GPU and then I'm going to be able to build that. And I'll probably do a video of me like building that computer because I'm super excited to just put it together and work on it for like multiple hours. So yeah, with that being said, before I go any further, I just want to say like this video is for inspiration. As long as your setup works and it's usable and you can get like a decent frame rate, you don't need a $17,000 setup. But yeah, with that being said, let's jump right into the setup. There's a little transition. Oh wait, no. Let's play. Yeah, over here, as you can see, this is my setup. 4090 Ti, i9 1300K. No, I'm totally kidding, but yeah, this is kind of my second, besides my biggest addiction, which is, you know, caffeine. Yeah, I'm addicted to, you know, drips. So yeah, nah, I'm into like all the underground fashion shit and the streetwear. So yeah, it's like my closet. I'm like super over OCD about all that. This is the setup. This is something that's going to be a part of my new setup. These are Nanoleaf panels. These are really cool. If you ever get the chance to get these, definitely get these. They're really fucking awesome. There's like a whole subculture of people that make like Nanoleaf presets. There's like different ones. This is a cyberpunk preset. But yeah, these are not a necessity. These are something that are going to be a part of like my next setup. But back to this is the setup. As you can see, you know, we got my computer, my monitors, all that. I'm going to go into detail of what everything is. These right here these are two LG 75Hz monitors. They get the job done. My computer averages when I'm playing on like medium 1080p settings. I get on average around like anywhere from upper 60s to 80 frames when I'm not streaming. When I'm streaming, it's like anywhere from like 50 to like 70, which is pretty bad, but you know, it gets the job done for now. These kind of just came with the computer. I offered the guy a pretty good deal for the computer, so he just threw in the monitors. He's like, I really want to get rid of the monitors, so he kind of gave them to me with the computer, which was super nice of him. Shout out to you, guy that sold me the computer. You're pretty cool. Thank you for that. This is a Blue Yeti mic. It's just a white Blue Yeti mic. I used to use the blackout Blue Yeti mic, and there's just a white version of it. I think white looks so much cleaner. This is just a, you know, desk mount for this microphone. It's a white one, so kind of pull it forward, say like I'm about to stream or whatever, or record a video. I can pull it forward like that. Can even adjust this as it's kind of falling down right now. Let me adjust that. But yeah, I can kind of adjust this a little bit and say I'm done recording. Oh, let's just push it back over here. Now it's out of my way, so that makes my life a lot easier. This is a Phantom keyboard. I'm gonna link this down below if I can find it. It's just like a cheap mechanical keyboard. It gets the job done in the meantime until I get something that's like a little bit better. But yeah, it's just a basic RGB keyboard. You know, it's kind of cool looking. This is just a basic Corsair like $20 wired mouse. I can't wait to get a fucking wireless mouse because the amount of times you're going like this and like and then you just get stuck on the cable, it irritates me. But yeah, I really do. This mouse gets the job done. You know, it's nothing too special, but you know, it works. So yeah, and I like the RGB. It kind of bounces off me. I'm looking like Iron Man, like oof, you know. But yeah, that's that. This is just a RGB desk mat. You can get these for pretty cheap. There's some like expensive ones as well. There's some like Corsair or like Steel Series ones if you want to get like a Corsair Steel Series one. Those are pretty expensive, but you can get some pretty cheap ones as well. This is like a cheap baseline one. As you can see, this is my Logitech webcam. This is just a 1080 30 frames webcam. This webcam is surprisingly better than my Sony Dispatch 4K webcam, which makes no fucking sense. I don't know why, but Logitech webcams are really good. But yeah, that's kind of a little bit of the front. We'll get to the computer eventually. Don't worry. We're gonna get to the computer as well. Don't worry. This is a ring light right here. It's a desk mounted ring light. I just got this off Amazon for like $60. Maybe it was cheaper than that. I don't really remember. I'll link it down below if I can find it as well. As far as the front, that's that. We have cable management over here. I spent about 3 hours on this cable management because I had to and I spent like a bunch of money on like getting like, you know, little cable management stuff. I think it was like $70 for like all the cable management supplies. Maybe it was even cheaper than that. I think the most expensive thing was this right here, which this brackets all my cables. Is like this is mounted in my desk, and this brackets all my cables so none of them are falling down to the ground. So as you can kind of see, you don't really see any like cables. Oh, there's no cables. Where are all the cables that are connecting? What? How are they all plugged in? Well, they're all just plugged in down below here, and then you see there's one little cord that goes over here, and then that one little cord goes to there. Over here, you just got a basic, I got an Xbox One controller. This is just, as you can see, I just have like a mark here from playing Spider Claw for so long. So yeah, this right here is a basic white DualSense like PS5 controller. Was not dropped that on my floor, and it's pretty cool, you know, DualSense. I haven't used this at all. I've used this maybe twice. I definitely need to like get back into playing controller. I just gotta set up like no input delay. Into the thing you all are probably wondering about: what's your computer? What's the specs, bro? I don't care about any of this shit. What are the specs? Any of you computer nerds like me, trust me, it's here. This is nothing special. Again, this is a budget computer. This is an $800 setup. This is not a $5,000 fucking 4090 i9 1300K. This is a Corsair case. It has airflow through the front, the back, the bottom, and the top. What? That's crazy. Not really, not at all. It's just good airflow. Corsair makes some pretty aesthetically pleasing cases as well. I love this case. I love just the white design. The actual specs, I have a 1060 with 6 gigabytes of VRAM. I have 16 gigabytes of DDR4. If you're doing content creation, you want at least 32 to 64. And then as far as the processor goes, I got an i7 700K. Pretty decent processor. I got some Corsair cooling in there, as you can see, some, you know, and then it's mounted to over here. I don't think you guys can really see that, but yeah. And then I got an ASUS motherboard. I think this motherboard is like $200, like $250, somewhere around there. Yeah, I found all the specs of this computer after buying it. Shout out to the dude that sold me this. You know, you're a real one. I think the one thing I didn't mention are the desks. What desks do I have? Oh, I didn't mention the speakers either. These are just some like Logitech speakers. I think these are like discontinued, to be honest, but they get the job done. If I can find them, I'll link them down below. These are just 2 IKEA white desks. I built these. They come in parts, so you just like pretty much build them like a Lego set. It's pretty lit. Trust me, you'll have fun building these fucking desks if you try. Maybe mention this over here. This is like some like underground fashion designer bag thing. This is White Collar Will. If you know, you know. He manages people like SPG West and Wolfface Joey. And this is his brand called Bane. That's the setup tour. If you did enjoy the little setup tour, or if you want to find any of the stuff that's in this video, it's all going to be linked down below in the description. Yeah, if you did enjoy the video, stick around here. If not, fuck off. With that being said, it's been me. I'm out. Peace.